Baby believers are constantly on panic mode. They don't know how to handle situations. They're also quick to want to put others under pressure to see that challenge is no more. Their prayer request is most dominated by what they need and not the will of God. When it doesn't seem like God has answered, they lose their peace. Their faith is so weak, and so they let others or situations define how they respond to challenges. All that God expects of us is made clear in His Word, where He has spoken authoritatively. And finally, we need to learn to follow God's direct guidance in Scripture and exercise wisdom. However, great peace can be found by following what God has commanded in Scripture and by resting in the knowledge that God will always accomplish His sovereign will. That is why it is imperative that we take our spiritual growth very serious. Be intentional. See to it that you make yourself available and usable by God. You can be more than where you are at the moment. Sometimes we are even too busy for God, but to spend time growing in every other areas of our life, career, academy, business, but not God. It is the grace of God that helps us to handle promotion and physical growth. When you don't take your spiritual growth seriously, you can backslide without even knowing. Refuse to be lukewarm. The scripture says that we should study to show ourselves approved. Build spiritual capacity so that you can remain consistent and steadfast in your walk with God. Here, you protect your peace. And the reason why we are quick to lose our peace most times is that we are not growing. Oftentimes, the main source of anxiety in the life of a Christian comes from trying to be God or fulfill God's role. We do things by trying to earn what God has already made available. Baby believers are ignorant on what to do to access all that is theirs in God. There are also persons who know but are not doing. You're still a babe. Stop being earthly minded but kingdom minded. Peace is realizing that God has given us all that we need pertaining to life and godliness, like Peter tells us. Spiritual maturity is becoming more and more like Christ in every area of our lives.